Hey everyone, I am sorry I am not at school today. I will be back Thursday and we will go over your tests on Thursday. So you should have these notes right here. We are starting our geometry unit now. Today we are just going to be talking about two types of angles and how we can find the missing part of one of these angles. So we have complementary angles. These are 90-degree angles. So if you want to make a 90 degrees, and remember this little circle up here represents the label degrees. And also anytime you see this square, it means that it's a 90-degree angle. So if it looks like an L, just like this, that is a 90-degree angle, but it has to have this little square for you to be sure it's a 90-degree angle. Next, we have on the bottom a supplementary angle. This is a straight line. When it is a straight line, that is supplementary. And supplementary is 180 degrees. And a way that I like to remember that it's 180 degrees, if you connect one side to the other side, it makes half of a circle, and half of a circle is 180 degrees. So now let's look on the inside. So this side is just telling you that the two angles whose sum is 90 degrees is considered complementary. Another way I like to remember complementary is think about a compliment. When you compliment somebody, you're doing the right thing. So 90-degree angles is right, so complementary is right. So this is saying that angle 1 right here plus angle 2 here, if I add those two things together, they make a 90-degree angle, and that would be considered a complementary angle. And then we have supplementary angles. So this is saying if I add angle 3 plus angle 4, it equals 180 degrees. And you can see a little better there on that drawing that it's half a circle because a whole circle is 360 degrees. So now let's take a look at some of the examples. So the first question says, are these angles complementary? Explain why or why not. So we just learned that complementary is 90 degrees. So they do not have to be connected to be complementary. They just have to have a sum of 90. So first thing we have to do is see if 25 plus 65 equals 90. And we know this is 0, carry that 1. So these do equal 90 degrees. Why? It is complementary. The sum equals 90 degrees. Next it says angle 7 and angle 8 are complementary. If the measure of angle 7 is 14 degrees, what is the measure of angle 8? So what I like to do is I like to sketch this. So here's my 90-degree angle. So we're saying that this is 7 or 14 degrees. They want to know what this is. So in this unit, we're not only solving for the missing, we're actually also writing equations and solving. Yes, these equations are going to be easy, and I understand you can do these in your head. But we're going to get to more difficult equations later on this unit. So this one would be x plus 14 equals 90 degrees. And then all I would have to do is subtract 14 from both sides. And that would tell me that x is going to be 76 degrees. And we can always check our work by doing 76 plus 14 gives me 90. So that is correct. So the next one actually says write and solve an equation to determine the value of x in this figure. So this one would be x plus 51 equals 90, because we have this little square here, so I know it's a 90-degree angle. So once again, we're going to subtract 51 from both sides. You'll be left with x equals, and then you will have 39 degrees. And always go back and double check by adding 51 plus 39, which gives you 90 degrees. So we know that is the correct answer. Now move down to the supplementary side. So the first one this time, we're actually solving for x on the first one. So this says x plus 42 equals, we have to think this makes a straight line. So that's 180 degrees and not 90. So then all I will have to do is subtract 42 from both sides, cancel, x will equal 138 degrees. Okay, on this next one, go ahead and put an x here as well. So once again, we have this straight line. Anytime you have a straight line, it's 180, every single time. Your pencil, if it's a straight line right now, is a 180 degree angle. Okay, so we have x plus 39 degrees equals 180 degrees. So we're going to subtract 39 degrees from both sides. You'll be left with x equals, these are going to cancel. You'll have 1, so this will be 141 degrees. Okay, and our last one says the measurement of two angles are 98 and 92 degrees. Are these two angles supplementary? Remember, supplementary is 180. So I do 98 plus 92. This will give me 10, and this will give me 190. So no, because the sum is greater than 90 degrees. Let's use those math terminology, because the more we use math terminology, the more we will understand the math. By the way, your answers on number 10 on the test, I was so proud of the sentences that you all wrote. They were great using your mathematical terminology. We probably should be doing that more in class. Writing sentences and understanding the problems more. Okay, we are almost done. These are not on your notes. I just wanted to show you what I expect to see on your homework. I expect to see an equation. So for example, I expect to see x plus 70 equals 180. And I expect to see you solving. I know you can do this in your head. I understand that you can do this in your head. I can see some of you shaking your head right now. But we are working on also writing an equation, not just solving for the missing angle. Okay, let's do one more example. So we have x plus 32 degrees. And this time, this will be a what type of angle? You got it, a 90, because there's the box. And you can tell because it makes an L. So we're going to subtract 32 from both sides. These will cancel. You will have x equals, and this will be 58 degrees. Okay, this is just a tip for if you get to the challenge problem after you finished all of your homework, because I have a feeling some of you will finish that. Angles that are opposite each other, or what we call vertical. So this angle and this angle are vertical of each other. And that means that they are the same. So I'm just going to make up a number. We're going to say that this is, let's say it's like 120. So if this is 120 degrees, the angle across from it will be 120 degrees. And you have to remember, okay, this is a line. This makes a straight line. And what did we just learn about lines? Lines are 180 degrees. So that tells me that this has to be 60 degrees. And if this is 60 degrees, this side has to be 60 degrees. Okay, and if I add all of these up, it's going to equal 360. So we have 120, 120, that gives me 240, 60, and 60 will give me 360, because it all makes a circle. So anytime, this is just kind of going above, this is more 7th grade stuff, but if you do the challenge problem, you need to understand this, that vertical angles are equal to each other and straight lines make 180 degrees. So good luck on that challenge problem. I know some of you are going to love it. It's one of my favorite things in geometry to do. High five, we've made it to the end. Just a quick reminder, on your practice page, I expect to see the equation written out, finding the missing angle. You can use whatever variable you want for this, because there is no variable, so just place the variable where the missing angle is. I expect you to be on your best behavior. Remember, there is a score sheet and there is a reward for the class with the highest score. So leaders, step up and make sure it is your class. Have a great day. I will see you tomorrow. I will pass back tests tomorrow as well.